Ngalakin Khadijan Nyunga Boja.
My name is Sarah Quick, and it's my pleasure today, as one of the faculty in the Department of Geography and Planning, to briefly introduce you to our major in Human Geography and Planning. Human Geography and Planning are essential disciplines for understanding the complexities of cities and regions and guiding their sustainable development. This major explores the complex interplay of environmental, economic, social and political processes shaping human activities at a range of scales, from the local to the global. To flourish, human societies, wherever they're located, have to grapple with ecological sustainability, cultural diversity, changing demographic pressures, disasters and globally enmeshed economic realities. And this major provides graduates with the tools and knowledge to lead those processes. Our major in Human Geography and Planning has been redesigned for 2021, retaining all of the most fundamental and innovative units from our current program and introducing a set of strategic new offerings to provide students with clear and aligned pathways into employment and or into further study. So at the first level, level 1, as you see there, students are introduced to fundamental principles of geographic inquiry through 2 core units that address major global challenges related in semester 1 to urbanisation and sustainability, and in semester 2 to a unit which uses geophysical, hydrometeorological and humanitarian disasters to unpick the complex and interrelated nature of political, cultural, economic and environmental processes that precipitate and shape crisis events. With only 2 core units at this first year, students have lots of space in their timetable to explore units of interest for second majors or just take electives that are of interest to them. At the second year, level 2 there, you can see students have core units in economic and social processes that shape societies and regions, as well as a field-based unit in geographic inquiry. They can then choose a 4th core unit in either GIS or an optional international fieldwork experience in years where that unit is offered. And then at level 3, you can see students build on skills and knowledge gained earlier in their degree to develop advanced technical skills in socioeconomic and demographic data analysis, as well as expert knowledge in local, regional and global development processes. And again here, there are 3 core units at this level which all students must take, but more optionality regarding your 4th core unit. So you can select a unit with more of an environmental focus or a more urban planning focus. This undergraduate major, as you can see, is aligned as a pathway into our Master of Urban and Regional Planning, which is a Planning Institute of Australia accredited degree, and our Master of International Development. Our Human Geography and Planning graduates also have a whole range of employment opportunities and career pathways available to them. Some of these are listed here, but these lists are by no means exhaustive. And I'll return to this theme of employment pathways at the end of the presentation. So why study Human Geography and Planning at UWA? Well, there are, I think, at least 4 reasons worth briefly mentioning here. The first is to develop tools and frameworks for addressing major global challenges affecting our society and environment. As researchers and teachers within the Department of Geography and Planning, we are passionate about and have expertise in planning for sustainable, just and vibrant cities and regions, addressing poverty and equipping students with the skills to understand and address the drivers of uneven economic development, assessing uneven impacts of climate change or changing climatic conditions on different communities and people groups, and on understanding and accounting for the population drivers of many of these major global challenges in policy and practice. So if you have a particular interest in or passion for any of these major issues, then a degree in Human Geography and Planning is something I would strongly encourage you to consider. A second reason to consider a major in Human Geography and Planning at UWA is that our degree focuses on the development of both the kinds of soft skills that are increasingly of interest to all employers, things like digital literacy, critical thinking, creativity, teamwork intelligence, and a specific set of technical skills that are relevant to careers and jobs that draw on geographical and planning knowledge and expertise. And that includes things like the ability to spatially analyse a suite of social, economic, demographic and environmental data. So while students will receive a well-rounded theoretical and conceptual knowledge base, we want them to be able to apply those theories and that knowledge in real-world scenarios. A third reason to consider a degree in Human Geography and Planning at UWA is our focus on real-world and field-based learning. Our experience is that this learning not only enhances skills in data collection and interpretation for students, but it also builds a strong sense of cohort and collegiality among our students through shared experience. And our staff love getting out into the field as well. And a final reason I want to highlight for considering a major in Human Geography and Planning at UWA, which builds on the three already discussed, is our collaborative and dynamic learning environment. In the last round of National Research Performance Assessment, Human Geography at UWA achieved the highest possible ranking of well above world standard. We work in diverse field sites from Perth to remote and regional Western Australia to the far-reaching goldfields of Ghana, and we collaborate on research with governments and industry and researchers from around the globe. And students reap the benefits from this experience and excellence through mentoring from genuine subject matter experts with global knowledge networks. We also partner with the Geography and Planning Student Society, which was established by and for our students to encourage students to connect, explore their interests, and continue learning and professional networking outside of lectures and tutorials. So in the past, they've organised social events, public lectures with planning practitioners and other networking opportunities. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, this degree can take you in a range of really interesting career directions. The latest research on the future of work and the requirements of the future workforce suggests that in the context of increasing globalisation and automation, graduates will probably go through around 5 different careers and up to 17 different jobs. So to navigate this kind of complexity, graduates with an understanding of a range of economic, social, environmental, spatial and technical processes will have an advantage. A degree in Human Geography and Planning gives you 2 clear career pathways. One is professional as an urban planner, and one is generalist as a geographer who has skills that are applicable in a whole range of career settings. And we believe that this flexibility and breadth is a great strength of our program for our graduates and their future prospects. And it's reflected in the exciting and diverse careers that our geography alumni have pursued, and some of them are pictured here. We have graduates that work in local government as planners, for regional development commissions, for other government departments and international aid agencies. They work in research roles for organisations like CSIRO, and some have started their own successful consultancy firms and community development businesses. Geography graduates have a breadth of career pathways available to them, and I hope that we'll see many of you embarking on that journey with us in 2021.